Hello, I'm here. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I like to be on time, but occasionally I'm a few minutes late. Here, I'm going to play this tonight. So I am Fiona Fernandez in Pyrmont, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. If you're watching me for the first time, thank you. Welcome. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my videos. That'd be lovely. I've decided to use this one again. So was it only last week? I used the horse's head on one of my cards. I've got it here now. It's over the other side of the room. And so I thought I'd get this out and do something else with it. So if you look on the website, they give you suggestions of cards as well, which is really helpful. And I'll just go find my video. Where are we? Do a little refresh. There it is. Oh, there we are. The sound. Good. Right, I think my table's set up okay. Let's pull that back a tiny bit. There we go. It always looks different on the screen when I get it up in front of me. So I've got these ones out to the Nested Essentials dies. So I thought I might do some. I'm not sure yet. I just grabbed them. Thought, oh, what dies can I use with this? So on the website, there's actually a picture of a card with, it's not one of those, but it's something, I don't even know what die they've used there. And they've got one with something in the background and a bit of paper. I've got this stamp out as well, so I thought I'd play with that. Oh, that's nice. They've done a little scene with the house and the trees. That looks really cute, actually. Maybe we should mimic that. That's what's good about the website, or the catalogues, if you're looking at catalogues. Now, I can't remember whether this one's in a catalogue or whether it's in where it is, so never mind. We don't need to know that, do we? Do we? Let's have a look and just see quickly if it's in here. Stamp sets. No, I think it's probably an online exclusive. I think we talked about it last week, and I think Diana found it, that it was online. Okay, so I've just grabbed out some crumb cake cardstock, and I got out some Blackberry Bliss, just because I grabbed those two. So that's the two I've got out. Let's see what's in this packet of crumb cake. There might be something in here we can use, so it's always good to use something out of your stash if you've got odd bits lying around. What's this one? What is that from? Look at that. It's unusual, isn't it? I must have die cut something out of that. You know, you could use that, which is probably why I've kept it in there. You could use that as a backdrop. I just want to cut that bit off. Just trying to cut it straight. Just trim that little piece off. Might use that in the background because we've already got it. I can't remember what die it was from though. Oh, hello, Diana. There she is. I just grabbed a scrap out of my bag, as you do, to use that for something. I'm not sure what yet. And I've got a new packet of crumb cakes, so we might open that. I think we might do the base. I don't know whether to do the base in crumb cake. I'm going to use this Unbridled Beauty Stamp set. Get one of those out. We might already have a base in here. I don't know whether to do base and then we could stamp on that. Maybe we'll do that. Just fiddle around. I've been making cards today, but just the kit cards. At Mandy's, that was lovely. Thank you, Mandy. Mandy's my upline. And I finally made it to a a class in person. Woohoo! And it was just nice and relaxing. So I'm just going to score this, not cut it. And I was using a kit called Maritime something, but it's not available anymore, so it's unfortunate. Of course, if you're buying from me directly, like at a market stall, I do have one in my stash. So I could sell one, if anyone wants one. And these are, I'll just show you what I made. These are the cards I made. So it was called Maritime Moments Kit, but they're not on the website anymore, so they must have sold out. But yeah, I've got one unopened kit in my stash. They're gorgeous. I just love them. And I do sell my cards that I've made as well on my stall. So I've got a stall on Saturday at Deniston East Midway Shopping Centre. Aren't they cute? So some of the kits there's a bit of stamping in the background here, and then you just stick the bits together. The birds were stamped on that one. And the little lighthouse there, that was stamped as well. I love them. They're beautiful. They look so much better in real life, you know. You look at the pictures on the box, because I picked the picture to put on my boxes, and it's a bit, you know, pale compared to the real card. So when you're looking on the website, just remember that if you're looking at the kits. They're always more vibrant in real life than looking on a picture. Right, where were we? Just folding that. And I might just cut a piece of this while we're here. And just cut it down first to a half so that I've got the card base if I need one. Cut that right through. And I'll just cut that down again to use on the front. Doing any crafting tonight, Guy? What we do, let's get the stamps out. The stamps. Get this one out. So this one being that it's called Lasting Linen. I've sometimes just used them on here. I think that's what I'll do tonight. I think I used it on the positioning tool the other day. Can't remember if that was in a live. I think it was. But I did find I have trouble getting it so that I don't get air bubbles in the back of it. So you've got to really watch that when you're putting it on another block, on a block or onto your positioning tool. Just be really careful that you get all the air bubbles. See, when you do that, you can get air bubbles in the back of it. Because it didn't stamp as well with the air bubbles in it. So I think I'll just use it like this tonight, and I'm just going to put the card on it. That fit on there? Yeah, we'll do it that way. Cool. And then we'll do something with that. We'll just do this first, just to get warmed up. Now, I think I'll do it. What colour will we do it? I think it'll be too much if I do it that colour. Or will it? Let's have a look. Like this. And remember, you don't have to use your whole ink pad like that. You could use the dauber if you wanted to put the colour on. You know, I've messed the corner up. Talking about that. Talking about getting air pockets and things. That was silly. See how it's gone skewy? What did she do? It was sitting nice and flat before I did that. Now I've got an air pocket in it. I'll just stick it on the glass mat for a second. Upside down. That might be better. That's better. Get those air pockets out. Ah, that's better. It's still up a little bit. Never mind. Okay. So I'm just on the glass mat, as you can see, swimming around. Just give it a bit of... I'm trying to get rid of the lines out of it. It doesn't really matter though. It's just a little... That'll probably get covered up anyway. Now I've got more lines there, look. Maybe I'll just put more on it. Oh, you've reconnected my laptop. Oh, the headphones are not working in Facebook. Oh. So maybe she can't hear me. That could be a good thing, though. I do waffle a bit sometimes. Sorry. I'm just wiping my pad down because I've got a bit of ink all over that. And you know what happens when we get ink all over our ink pads, don't you? They end up on our hands, all over our cards. So just keep them clean. Okie dokie. Right, I'll just put that over there. I'm just going to put this card straight down onto here. So I'll go as close to the bottom first as I can so that I end up with it on all my cards. Look, I still managed to get ink on my fingers there. So the only trouble with this is it's going to be, let me think for a minute. Not what I use. I want to use something that doesn't matter if it gets all inky. I'll use a tissue because I don't care if it's on the back of this, but I don't want it all over my fingers. Just wiping it along there so that I get the edges. See this coming off the stamp onto my tissue. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, that'll do. That in the bin. Sammy ready? And then with purple fingers. Oh, look at that. Yum. That looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, yummy. Glad I went with that colour. Love that colour. I've got to say, I do love that colour. Oh, my shimme's not very wet today. Just to dry it off a bit. I'll just wipe it up a bit and then we'll get another one. Another one. Don't panic. Oh, I wet them before I started. Oh, they've dried out a bit. Let's go grab another one out the cupboard. I'll just give them a bite. I've got more ones from my class the other day. And I know they're nice and wet. Let me just wash them out. Yeah, there you go. That one's all blue, look. I had a class the other day. That was fun. It's always fun. Oh, it's Diana saying, oh, you can hear me now. Oh, good. I'm doing some ASMR wiping the stamp case. Oh, maybe. Look at this. I think I'm going to have to wash this. Yeah, that's a bit. There you go. This one, the other one. This one, the other one that's wet. This might help. Coming out real well. So I'm thinking with this one, I'm going to have to use the cleaning tool to get this stuff out. Right, we'll just do that. Shimmer's everywhere. Put the dry ones out the way so we don't get mixed up. We'll just get the tool out. This is my Stampin' Scrub. So when you use this, let's put those out the way. You just use your spray. Where's my spray gone? This one, Stampin' Mist. I've got fluff on there. I cleaned it the other day and got all the fluff off it. Bit of Stampin' Mist in there. rub your stamps. No, I've still got the backing on this, the hard plastic. I don't want to take it off because of that shape. Oh, just don't stab yourself. Don't stab yourself at the corners. Just wrap that round a bit on that cleaning mat. And that will get all the ink out of in the middles. It will stain this colour, so don't worry about it too much. It's a sign that you've used it. It's good to use your stamps, isn't it? And then you just dry it on this side. Get all the stuff out of it. Beautiful. Right. And then I'm going to put it back into its little case. Little sheet on the top. And put it back in its packet. Lasting linen. Lovely. Okay. Oh, it even feels a bit textured, you know, after you've done that, because the ink sticks up on it a bit. That's cool. That looks really good. I like that. That's very effective. So I've got a little plain one. Oh, what are we going to do? Let's see. Oh. What have we got to play with? Let's get out the packet. Trees. We've got a horse. The horse is big. I'm just wondering whether to do that little scenery thing like they've done on my little plaque here. Let's have a look and see if we can do that. Trees. And there's a little house. They did it on a circle. Oh, maybe it works better on a circle. They've even got the little fence. See, I won't fit all that on here. I might have to do another one. Come on. Can't really fit the fence on, can we? And they've got the little animals in there. These ones. It looks really good. I see a really big circle there. I wonder what size circle that is. Let me see if I get closer to it. Hang on. See if I can get it bigger. So I can see the picture. Whoa. Made it too big. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I made it too big now. So I'm playing on the computer screen. Oh, there. That's better. Aha. I've got in the right spot. I can't move my mouse there. All right, it looks like a stitch circle. Oh, I wonder if I've got any of them here. Hang on. Maybe I've got my stitch circles out. We've got down there. I wonder what that one's out of. Who knows what the stitch circle's out of? It's pretty big. I've got these circles. Maybe we could cut one out of these. And think what the stitch circle's in. Oh. Let's duplicate my tab and we'll have a look for stitch circles. Because I'm sure there was one called stitch circles. Circle. Stitch circle. What have we got? Nope, that didn't work. Circle dies. I'll type circle dies. It's definitely got a stitch thing. It could be out of another set that's I'm going to have to look up the recipe. Stylish Shapes dies. That's probably what it's out of. Let me have a look. Oh, yes. Where are my Stylish Shape dies? That's a very good question. I thought they were in my tub here. Here. I see in the cupboard. Oh well. Oh well. That's over there. I'm not going over there. We'll just have to play with this. We'll think about that, but that's what I think. That's what they've used. I think they've used the large circle out of stylish shape dies. If anybody's looking, we're just going to be playing with these ones. So these have got the stitch things too. Domestic Essentials. It's funny, I thought I had them out. I was thinking about these ones. Oh, I can't get it off. This one. Hello, Amanda. How are you? Are you crafting or just watching? Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? I'm just deciding what to do here. Maybe we could do our scene on something instead of on that one. We could do it on the big one. Maybe it'll fit on the big one. Let me go back to the picture. Where's the picture? We could do it more like that. That's a possibility. Right, where's my other bit of paper? I'll do that. I'll cut that one out. I was going to use that one, but that won't work together, will it? We'll try this one. Put this through my cutter. Oh, nearly finished. Oh, you're still working. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what this looks like. So if I use this one, I'll chop the edges off. Oh. We could do some trees there. We could put the little house there. Some animals there. Ooh. Right, let's find some stamping blocks. Get a little house there. Little animals. Oh, what have I done to my animals? Something on them. Rest and a cup of tea sounds good. Some animals. I pulled this out of my stash that was just sitting in something, but we'll have to use that for something else now. Right, so let's just get an idea of what we're doing here. Let's put them there. So if I go, get that off the card for a minute. Let's use the grid. Okay, what do I want? I want center. I want center. There we go. And then I'll work out how many either side I can go to 2, 2, 2. I like having the grid on the table. That's really handy. And don't forget, if you want to join Stampin' Up, it's a good time to join. I always say any time's a good time to join, but the Stampin' Up special is still on for getting the positioning tool. Now, do I want to cut that off there or do I want to go to the edge of the card? Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? Do I want to go to there or do I want to go to there? Do I want it to be flush? I think I'll go to the edge of the card, which would be there. Would be there. So that means we'll cut off a few millimeters. Doesn't it? 5.5. Let's go 5.5 in the center. I want to go to 10.5, isn't it? That's not right, Fiona. Come on, think, girl. What's half of 10.5? 5.25. Yeah, that lines up with my line. 5.25. There. Okay, I'm going to just chop it down on my tool over here. So I'm going to go to 5.25 there. That's about there, roughly about there. So I'm doing it this way so I've got lines to line up my edges. I think that's right. We'll know in a minute, won't we? We'll know when I chop it off. I'll just snap it out. Maybe I'll slightly bit off. That's better. Just chop it off like that. If you're game. And see, now I can line it off on the 10.5. Because that's the width of my card. And I'm just looking at the gap between this and that. And I need to come over a tiny bit more. To make sure it's straight. Chop. Let's see how we did. This will be the test. I love that. I love the colour. So I'm going to the edge of the card, I hope. There we go. Let's just get the little file out, because that card is a little bit fluffier than the rest. And yeah, I probably need a new blade in my trimmer again. Get busy, don't I? I just use my nail file. Okay. Now I'll do it like that, and then we'll stamp a little bit. So what do we need? Let me think. Some early espresso for the house. There's the little house. And if I put the trees, we'll just go off to the sand side a little bit. A stamp on the tummy. Oops. Whoops, daisies. Watch out for your elbows. Now we might be able to do the fence now because this is a little bit deeper than the other one. We might do the fence off the bottom. Put it up the right way. The fence up the right way, Fiona. Okay, I'm going to do the animals. Oh, will I do them the same colour? Let's make that bigger. And see what I'm doing. Oh, they've actually done it. Oh, a different colour. Maybe not. Maybe we will do the little fence. I'll do the fence in the darker one. I'll go down off the card a little bit. There we go. And we want some animals. Oh, where's that go? These are the old ones. Look at how old they are. They're good though. Still good. Oh, what colour will we do those animals and trees? They're like a pale brown. What colour they are? Let's just try the crumb cake and see how that looks. Can always colour them in, can't I? Some little horsies. Oh, they've got it stamped on white, so it does look more vibrant. I'll just get my Stampin' piece out. And stamp on that. Right, trees. Some trees there. Trees there. Huh. I've got a bit of old olive. Now, what else have we got here? What's that one? That's a little grassy knoll, I think. This one. It's like little bits of grass or something. What is it? I know we're about to find out. I'm going to put it along there. Along there in front of the house. Maybe we stick some under the animals. Under the trees. Just use a bit of it there. More scenery. And we want some colour in the trees. Just try a little bit at the top. I'm not worried about it lining up perfectly because it's just trees. Tree tops. I guess we could use our blends too, couldn't we? Like the trees aren't dark enough. What the browns have we got? Going to do the bottom of the tree. Oh, let's see if we can do that. Just wipe a bit of that off the top. See where that goes. Oh, it's hard to see it through my little words. Yeah, that's better. Take a bit of the ink off the leafy parts. I've got words on the top. Oh. It's like aim for something, Fiona, aim. That's not too bad, considering. I think the animals need a bit of help. I'll just find another, oh, I can't think and talk at the same time. Where did the trees come from? We've put everything back in the wrong place. The trees were there. You can actually see on your packet, I don't know if you can see it or not. If you aim your packet, see the line here? you can see the shape of the stamp. So I can tell that I've put that one in the wrong spot. That one goes there. And this one is the house. Can you see that? There. So you can actually see them on there. You can draw on them as well if you want to. But you can actually see. Get the light on it. There you go. See the outline? I can't look at that at the same time. Look at my thing. Okay. So you can put them all back on the same spot. So I think this one is the tree. And this one is here. See? So you can put them back on the same spot you got them from. Hi, Fiona. Welcome. That looks a bit blurry right now. Ooh. How's your eyes? I think we better get some colouring happening. What have we got here? I don't know what colours to use on that. Where are my other blends? Hang on. I've got some more here somewhere. I might use these ones. I've got a whole lot of neutral sort of colours together. What have we got? That's when they have those ones out to colour skin and stuff. Pebbled Path. So I'm just looking through the colours. Trying to work out what colour to use on my trees. Oh, maybe I'll use pencil. Actually. That's my pencils. I might just use a bit of brown. Early espresso on my trees. And colour them in a bit more. Just give it a little bit more definition. There we go. And the horsey's tail. Can't see them very well now, the little horses. Didn't come out very dark, did they? Use my little brush. Okay. That's better. Use the trees. We'll just colour them in a little bit with colours. I might even get my water brush out and do something with that. A bit more colour over here. Back up in. Okie-dokie. Where's the blue? We need some blue sky, don't we? Look, they've sort of done a bit of blue sky, but it's... I might get my watercolour out. These are the watercolour pencils. There's a nice stamp set coming, which I'll play with once it goes live, called Faraway Landscapes, which will be good to do a bit of watercolouring with. So that'll be out in March. The online exclusives. And they've done their roof sort of a bluey colour. I'll go through it a grey. Oh, that's a bit dark. Basic grey. Basic grey. So I'm using a picture off the website, the Stampin' Up website for this set, Unbridled Beauty. And they've got a card. This is a round circle on their card. I've used my watercolours for ages. They feel so nice. Oh. It makes you think, why haven't I used that? Okay, let's just get a bit of water squeezing out of here. So just press where it says push. That brings the colour, the water out. Colour the sky a bit. And I want to get that off the thing. And colour the grass a bit. Just be careful, I don't want to mix my colours too much. I might just try and blur the horsies a little bit. Colour them in a bit. Hard to see that they're horses there, isn't it? And the trees. Let's blend the branches a bit. This gives it a bit more life. Lovely. Now we'll do the leaves. Makes them stand out, doesn't it? It's cool. That feels so much better. I don't think I'll worry about the leafy bits because I want them to have definition. I'll just do the sides of a house. Make sure that's still wet. You don't need a lot of water, very little bit. There we go. I think that's just enough. Oh, hang on, I didn't do the pipe, the fence posts. See how when you add the little tiny bit of water, it just lifts it. Look. Let's see here, I'll do a bit in there. See how it changes the colour a bit as soon as you touch it? Oops. It's moving. There you go. I think that'll do for that bit. Just squeeze that out a bit again to get all the colour out of your brush. I think we didn't have much colour in it, so it's not too big a deal. Just going to file that little with my scissors. Just trim this little piece off here. So that would put loose. No, I don't think we'll put anything behind it. I haven't decided yet, have I? Or will we? We do need something behind it to break up that to that. Thinking. Tick, 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 tick. The thinking brain's going. Tick, 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 tick. We'll do a big circle. What about a big circle? Why am I whispering? I have no idea. All right, what are we going to do on that circle? What colour will I think I need to go very vanilla or basic beige. Or we could do basic beige. A bit of basic beige to break it up. don't think I want designer series paper because we've already got this happening. I'll just do a bit of colouring. So I'll just pop this through my cutting machine. We'll see what that looks like. So these are the Spotlight on Nature. I better check they're still current, haven't I? Spotlight. I typed Spotlight and I typed it into the wrong place. I typed it into the browser. This is called Spotlight on Nature. Yes, they're still there for $61. So you get two bundles of dies, see? It's a whole lot of different sizes. So this one will have all those little things in it. So I've got to get all them out. See them in there? I often just go like this. There's some more ASMR for you. And see, they all came out. Nearly all of them. I just drop it gently. You don't want to hurt it or break anything. I did it accidentally once and I went, oh, that was a handy way to get all those little bits out. But you don't want to do it. You don't want to damage anything. Just be careful with that. All right, now don't forget, if you've got bonus coupons in your account, it finishes at the end of the month. I put a post up. It finishes, where did I put that post? In my Instagram and Facebook. Let me just go and check so I can tell you the right dates. Bonus days, 28th of February. You've got to use your vouchers if you want to use them. And I'll just use that to get them off there. And then just wipe them off onto the floor. No, just joking. Oh. It's funny you should say that, Di, about the ASMR. When I first started, very, very early on, I think it was probably one of my first videos, someone wrote ASMR and I was like, what's that mean? Of course, I went and looked it up. We're going back a few years now. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Right, see, so that will lift that. Still got a couple of dots in there. That's better. I'm still deciding whether to stick with the edge of the card or the edge of the top panel. Let's just move this bit over and see what that looks like. So if I take that to the edge and have the purple, the Blackberry Bliss, or have it going to the edge of the Blackberry Bliss. Oh, which way do you like it? Let's get a crowd poll. Do you like the top picture panel to the very edge of the Blackberry Bliss card on both sides? Or do you like it to the edge of the linen? What's that called again? Lasting linen. So it'll look like that. Or like that on that side. I've got to find a sentiment. Well, while you're thinking about that, let's go and grab my sentiment. What have we got? We've got, let's move that over there. We've got, thanks for being a true friend, from the heart, sweet memories. Sweet memories. Sweet memories might be nice. Happy day. It's about the journey. I like the sweet memories one. That looks really nice. Look at that one. Sweet memories. The edge of the Blackberry Bliss card. To the edge of the... Thank you. That's what I was planning, but I just thought I'd check with you all. Oh, that little piece is falling out of there. Don't fall out. I've just got to trim this little piece. I trimmed it too close. Oh no. It's falling off. Let's trim that bit down. Blue, please. Here you go. Oh, I moved it too far. Oh. Shimmy, Fiona, shimmy. Let's do this little slidey thing. Oh, it's gone all over the place. If you put too much glue on it, it will slip really easily. What? If you don't put enough on, it will just grip it straight away. There we go. That's nice. We'll put that on there, and then we'll put that on the top. And then we'll put our sentiment now. The question is, do I need to go up a little bit or down a little bit? Hang on, let's think about that. It's good to think about these things before we stick things on the card. And do I want to put it down like that? The sentiment there. Ooh. No, I don't think I like that. I think that needs to be separate. Go up a little bit and put it down the bottom. If I stamp that in Blackberry Bliss onto the base, what do you reckon? If we don't like it, we can always cover it up. That's the way I roll. Just cover it up. All right, let's put that on our grid. See if I can get that straight. It's a bit hard to tell. Actually, it's really hard to tell. I just want it basically straight. All right. I think once we ink it, we'll be able to see it. There we go. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Lovely. Do you like that stamp? Mm. Oh, it sort of blends in, but that's okay. Oh, I'm liking this. Okay, do we need anything else? Anyone else got any ideas before I stick that all together? And I'm going to stick it down flat. I like making my cards flat sometimes so that you can post them. Not too thick in the mail. Think about what blue we're going to put on there. Have a look in my thing. What do we have? Some brown ones. That might work. What are they? Earthy matte twine. Oh, hi, Dimity. She said she's got me on silent, so I better write it in there. Hi, Dimity. I typed it in for her. Okay, she can't hear me. Earthy matte dots. Where's the thing gone again? Earthy. Oh yeah, they're still on there. They might work. We could even go the brown, couldn't we? Where do you want the twine dye? Little ones. I think you could even go the blue. Red. No. I think I'll go the little brown ones. Okay, we'll put that there. Di said, what about some twine? Oh, hang on, let me get the twine box out. It's under the table. Right, let's just put these dies away so I don't end up with them everywhere. And over there. Wine. Put that colour there. So these come in a little packet like this. Look at all the different. I could even go with that vanilla-y colour. Not sure whether to go. Let's have a play. Colour. That colour. Colour, because that would go with the background. Oh no, maybe that'd be too much of that. Funny how you pull it out and then go, ah. Yeah, yeah, nah. That's very similar. That's a little bit between the blue sky and the brown, the crumb cake on that one. If you wanted to, you could always use your blends to colour it in. If you want to go the Blackberry Bliss. Not sure where to put it, unless we do a circly thing on here. You could always sew it into there if you want to, if you really want to get adventurous. Just squeeze your twine like that. Thread your needle. Whoa, this could be fun. Let's see what this looks like. I'm just going up from the bottom through the centre of each. If you get, just measure first before you get carried away, because we're going to need a little bit more than that, I think. You don't want to be pulling that through once you've gone all that distance. So make sure you pull it through first. I think that'll be enough. If it's not, I'm just going to go. Oh, you could wrap it around the linen card. Oh, the linen card's stuck down. But that would have been a good idea. Thank you. It's too late. Let me just go like this. I'll just keep that one down the back. All right, let's work out the easiest way for this. I think that's it. Keep your finger there to keep it from. And yes, if we coloured this first with the Blackberry Bliss, that would look good, wouldn't it? Because that'd frame it. Like that's just putting linen on it. I mean twine. Although that's more subtle. Yeah, it might be too much if we do Blackberry Bliss. Whoopsie. Linen. What did you say? The linen card. Yeah, my linen fabric. It looks really good, doesn't it? They used to have cardstock, designer series paper that looked like linen. I like it when they bring out a stamp or an embossing folder that does it, because then you can do it on any colour. Do you think I've got enough? Maybe I haven't got enough. We'll see. Oh. Okay, I went a bit longer. If I haven't got enough, we'll stop it. It'll just sit underneath there. Nothing like a bit of hand sewing. It's relaxing. Oh, I have got enough, look. Okay. And then that one would go under there. Just get a bit of tape here. Back of that off. And we'll stick down the loose one. Get my needle out. I keep that right here on my little caddy. My needle. And I want that to look like the others. I'll just pull that under there. Stick it down. So we did have a bit extra, but that's better to have too much than not enough. Just make sure that's stuck on the card nicely, because you don't want that to come off. I'll actually put another little piece over the top, just to make sure that they don't come loose. Right. You can stick, yeah, like that. I like it. And that gives it a little bit more depth, so maybe we could put this one up. It does make it stick up a little bit off the sides now. Look. I think it's all right. Okay. I'm just going to glue it on there. Hold it down for a second. It's fun doing this, isn't it? I just never know what's going to happen on Wednesday night. Which way it's going to end up. Okay, so that is sitting up a little bit on those edges now. So I think we will put that on the dimensional. We'll get some big ones out. That's my big ones. Now, the thing is, under those corners, I just realised I haven't put that so it's centred. I think I've stuck it. Yeah, it's stuck now. Too late. If you're making this at home, see this one here? I probably should have put that so it was sitting in line with this little line here. Never mind. Oh dear. You learn these things as you go. Just put one there and put one there. I don't know if I put them on the edges because I don't think it's going to work. Just looking in there. Maybe if we go a bit closer to the edge there. Oops. Closer to that, I guess that's it. A little singing in the car today. I love driving and singing in the car with the radio. Does anyone else do that? I don't drive a real lot anymore because I catch public transport a lot now around here. So it's nice when I get going for a drive. Oops, don't stick it down yet. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with myself about not centering that bottom piece. Dearie me. Never mind, we'll just put some bling on and fix it all up. There we go. Right, let's put some bling on to distract us from that. To use my sticky end. Right, so if I put a bit of bling there, oops, what's happened here? Oh, my bling's gone up the wrong way. Get down. Oh, there. Oh, it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Come on along now. Come along now. I want a big one there. Put a big one there. I'm hoping that will distract us from that. Yeah, I think that works better. Because that's not sitting centered though, I guess it's centered in there, isn't it? Maybe we should look at that instead. If you look at it like this, let's look at our points. Our points are sitting centered in the middle of one of these. So I just have to look at it like that visually, but because I've got the string sort of going out sideways like that. Oh, hi, Leanne. Thank you. Because the string's going out this way, it sort of does something to my visual having it. But I think these balance it off because you're now looking at these, not that. But that worked out okay. And as always, just, you know, improvise, play with it, change it up. So there you have it. That's me for tonight. Let's just check the specials before we disappear, make sure they haven't added anything else while I wasn't looking. Let me just go into my website. Always like to check because occasionally something can pop up. Okay, so that's still there. That's the joining offer. So you get the free, oh, that's what I was going to get. The positioning tool. So I haven't used it tonight, but I've used it the last couple of weeks. So if you want to see that in use, and it will be available eventually to buy, but we don't know when. So that's the top plate. So it sits over the top of that, like that. And you put your stamp on there and then put that on there and push it down and it attaches the stamp and then you can re-ink it. So, and then there's a small plate as well and you can step things across. So it's really good. I did, I'll go and get what I did in my class the other day. Hang on a second. Here's a little tip for you. This is funny. So that's how the box was supposed to look. So I actually did this wreath using the big plate and did, oh, thanks, Tiffany. I did the wreath using the plate and just turning the cardstock around. Did that in a class, and I will have the instructions available for sale on my blog probably by next week. I haven't got on there yet. And that's just the written instructions for sale. This one here was my first one, and I dropped it on an ink pad. Look at this. So it started off there, but then I just used some of the stamps to add a bit more to it, and I did all the corners on the ink pad then to make it all look like I meant it. So that became my grunge one, and that's the other one without the ink pad accident. But as I said, you can just change it up. Improvise. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's the positioning tool. It doesn't come with the paper. You can buy the paper separately, so just so you know that. But if you're joining, you'll get the tool for free. You don't even have to do anything, just join, and then it will automatically get sent to you in your order. It's a good little tool. I'm really enjoying using it. Okay, where were we? Oh, hang on, we've gone to sleep. Not all of us, but some of us. All right, so that's the positioning tool. And then they've got a craft class. So Stampin' Up are selling craft classes now. You can join that and do it through Facebook group and follow all the instructions there. If you want to know more, just send me a message. Bonus days. So if you've got bonus day vouchers in January, you can spend them now in February. And you've got till the 28th of February. Product of the month. Is that paper at the moment. I don't have the paper, but they've got another product of the month coming soon, of course, for March, and I have seen what that is already, and I love it. So I will be getting that. So once that comes out, I'll be able to tell you. Kits, so don't forget about the kits. That looks so much better in, like, look how big it is. I thought it was smaller looking at the packet, but it's actually, you know, when you look at it in someone's hand, that's quite a large piece of card. And like I said, a lot of them look they look quite flat here. Let's just go into the kits for a minute. They just look so much better in real life. So you can look at them like that and make it bigger, but they actually do look, when you've got them in your hands and you're making them, they're just so much better. So there's still a few there. And there'll be new kits out too in March. We've got Calm. Oh, that's unavailable. Calm and Bright. I love that one. I've still got some of those for sale if anyone's after one. I can sell them cash and carry. The birthday fancy kit has been very popular, the cards. I sell the cards individually as well after I've made them on my store, but that's a really good value then. You get 12 cards in that, I think. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards for $44. That's really good value. Okay, back. And that's about, oh, that one looks nice. Oh, it's currently unavailable. One of the ladies was using that today. Okay, so I think that's about it. So to go back to anything on the website, if you want to go back to the home page, just press Stampin' Up. And they've got all the different things as you scroll down. And to shop with me, if you're going to shop with Fiona, just go find a demonstrator and just search by name. Fiona Fernandez. Search. And there I am. And you just select that, and then it shows you shopping with Fiona Fernandez. Okay, and thank you for watching. It's always lovely to have everybody along. Happy crafting, everyone. And I'll see you next time.